This is Racer X with another video on the new GPM chain and the old Losi chain. To explain the difference between the two chains, the stock chain from Losi is made out of promiscuous steel. Promiscuous steel is a lot of different metals put together to make one metal. It's kind of like the cheap Chinese samurai swords that you buy and it says promiscuous steel. It's the same thing. It's very weak steel. It's very shiny, but it doesn't last long, rusts easy, and pretty much useless. Hate to say that about the chain, but it's true. Now let's get into the GPM chain. It's made out of hardened black steel. It lasts much longer. It's still going to stretch on you guys. So don't think it's not going to stretch. It's going to stretch. All chains and belts for motorcycles, cars, and so forth, they stretch to a certain point, then they don't stretch anymore. And that's what's going to happen with this. This will last longer. It'll stretch less. And you're just going to be a lot happier with this chain. Because I've ran these chains on other motorcycles throughout the 24 years of pro racing and two-wheel on-road, off-road motorcycles for RC, and they last a long time. So you're going to be happy. I've already dealt with these type of chains. What else could I tell you? It does have a master link, which is beautiful because now you can take off your chain without having to take your side panel off and remove your back wheel or slide your back wheel forward. So now you're good to go. When you get the chain from GPM, it is oiled to keep it from rusting and corrosion and stuff like that while it's in the bag or out of the bag. And I strongly suggest that you go ahead and re-lubricate it with 30 weight shock oil on a Q-tip. You're going to lubricate it on the front side, back side, and you're going to lubricate it in between the links on the rollers as you spin the back wheel until you get the consistency of oil that you want on there. Then take a rag and pinch the chain top and bottom and spin your back wheel so you can clean off some of the excess oil. What 30 weight's going to do for you is it's not going to spray a lot of the lubricant all over the bike. It's going to roll smoother, sound smoother. It's just a big plus. If you go up in your weights, like 35, 40 on up, in your shock oil weights, it's going to get even quieter and smoother. And there'll be less spray from your chain as it spins around the primary sprocket in here, is what we call it in motocross. So you'll be good to go. It's still going to collect a lot of dust and dirt and grass and all that stuff. There's no way around it. It is what it is. There's no such thing out there to keep it like clean all the time and running perfect. So you're going to have to maintain it. But it's cool to be able to use the master link to take it off, drop it in gasoline, and get it all cleaned off and brush it with a toothbrush. Get it all cleaned up, dry it off, put it back on through the master link, and then go ahead and re-lubricate. So your chain should last a long time. Now, getting to one other thing. Okay, so these adjusters here, still going to work the same as it does on the stock chain. There's really not going to be any difference. You can still use 1, 2, and 3, to adjust your chain. I will do a video later on chain braking. What chain braking is, for those of you who don't know anything about motorcycle chains or mini bike chains or whatever, go-kart chains, there is a little breaker that you use to, let me see if we can get this for you guys. All right. So you can knock out that pin, okay, on one of the links, not this actual link, but knock out one of these pins, drop that link completely out, and then take your master link and move it over here. Every time the chain gets loose and stretches to that point, all you have to do is take out one more link. And I will do a video on how to do that later on. But for right now, I want to see how far we can go with this chain and how long it'll last with all the stretching that it goes through. We'll see if it's a quarter link, half link, or a full link stretch on it, and I'll measure it off and let you guys know. So there'll be another nice little long video on all that for you guys that have your chain slapping around all over the place. Well, in one of my other videos, I did announce that we are going to be selling these on eBay, and that is a chain upper chain guard protector and swing arm protector, and it clips right on. You can put a little double stick tape on the backside, a little gel tape, you know, just for extra reassurance, but you should be good. It'll never wear out, so you'll never have to buy another one. It is hard printed, 3D printed. So you'll never, ever have to buy one again unless it falls off when you're running and you lose it and you can't find it. So anyway, moving on to the back side of this chain, which is that master link, to this side. Ooh, it's a little dark. Okay, so we're going to try. Okay, you can see that. There it is. You can see that it has the master link pushed through, okay, with the 2 pins. Then there's a master link on the back side that slides on. Then there is a pin that you may not be able to see. You'll have to blow it up to check it out. And that clip will run with the prongs going. See if I can do this, guys. Hold on. With the prongs going this way, backwards. The prongs have to be going towards the back tire. They cannot be going this way. Let me explain why. Okay, if you run the prongs on the clip going towards the front of the bike, if it hits a rock, sticks, something like that, and it gets caught on that pin or on that clip, it's going to pop it off. And you'll never find it, and you're going to lose your link, and now your chain's no good until you can find a company that sells that size master link, and then you want to get a bag of them. You know, that's not going to be easy. There's only one company I know that can do that in the U.S. So anyway, what I did is I took a little shoe goo on a Q-tip, and I put a little shoe goo, you see my nail, right there in between the 2 pins. Okay, in between these 2 pins right here on a Q-tip, and then once it was starting to dry, I just kind of mushed it down and shaped it. Okay, and what that's going to do is it's going to keep you from losing your clip and your link, so your chain lasts a long time. When you go to take it off, you will pick at the shoe goo with a pin and then use tweezers to pull it off, and it'll come off just like a little rubber band, and it should be real easy to come right off. Once you do that, now you can pop your clip off and then pull your link apart, and it's real easy. And then after that, just clean it off real good or drop it in a little gasoline since you're using it to clean the chain anyway. And it'll eat all the shoe goo off of it, and you're ready to go. Okay, so there's no more taking off your side plate, taking off your back rim to clean your chain or maintain your chain or do something else on your bike. So you'll be good to go. So just, you know, there's your little link right there. I think this is going to do it for this video. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and shoot you guys. A friend called me a little while ago, a partner that I run with, and he said, could you please do a video on the slipper clutch system and how it works for everybody out there? And I said, okay, I agree, Mikey, let's go ahead and do it. Just to help those people out who don't know what a slipper clutch is on an RC bike or car. And it's been on, we all know it's been on the cars for about 25 years now. So slipper clutch is a slipper clutch. I will get into that in a few moments and make another video. But that'll do it for this video. Happy racing, safe racing. Don't pull too many wheelies. I know you will. Hopefully this helped you, and I know it did. So anyway, Racer X, peace out, and we will talk to you soon.